There's nothing more frustrating than not quite being able to hit your spot. And sometimes, you know, you're fishing at your maximum range, wind gets up a little bit, you're stuffed. Well, not just for those sort of scenarios, but just in general, you know, helping your cast. Kryston had brought out this stuff, grease lightning. It's been available for years, but it's one of them things that not a lot of people know about. And it basically treats your line, makes it a lot smoother, makes it come off your spool a lot quicker, a lot less friction, and as a result, you get a few extra yards. What I'm going to do is going to have a couple of casts. The first cast, I haven't got any of this stuff on my reel, so I'm going to cast it out, mark it up, reel it in, put some of this on, cast it out again, and see if there's much difference. Now, obviously, it depends on how much pressure I put on, so you're just going to have to believe me on this one, I'm afraid. I only got a little lead on here, it's about 2 ounces or so. It's not about hitting huge distances, it's about the difference it makes. So I'll just give it a good whack, first of all. Probably about 100 yards, just tighten that up. Put a little marker on there. So there we go, got my little tape marker on. Now let's just crank it in. Right, to apply this stuff, all you do is literally spread a few drops on it. A few drops here, a few drops there. I'll probably put more on than I need to, really. Give it a good old grease up. I remember it was Mark Hutchinson that first put me onto this. Obviously, he's a massive caster, and he swears by it putting at least 5 yards on, which might not sound a lot, but when you're fishing at 160 yards out, oh yeah, go on. Right, so it sounded like it went a little bit further, but where's the tape mark? There we go. Tape mark's about 2 foot off the tip, so yeah, it's got at least another rod length distance there. There's another one of the tournament casters actually, Terry Edmonds, he's from Essex, another massive caster. He always uses it while he's fishing and his tournament casting. The great thing about grease lightning is not only does it give you those few extra yards, it actually looks after your line. It sort of coats your line and makes it far more abrasion resistant. And you're going fishing in lots of weed and that, because it makes it that much more slippery, it just slips around it. Doesn't sound like it makes a lot of sense, but it does. So that's the old grease lightning turbo juice. It'll definitely put extra yards on your cast. Obviously, you might not believe me by the amount of pressure I put on it today, but if you buy a bottle of that yourself, take it over a field and try it for yourself, you'll definitely see the difference. Awesome stuff.